Washington Post reporter Jenna Johnson joins me from Washington to talk about this shakeup at the White House. Jenna, the president obviously had positive things to say about General Kelly, calling him absolutely superb. And of course, always that word, great. What does he bring to the White House, General Kelly, that his predecessor didn't have?
Well, I mean, the big thing is his background is in the military. He believes very much in the chain of command, that everyone has a place, everyone has a role, and that people need to do their role and not really jump around. So the question that remains is, can he implement kind of a military-style chain of command at the White House, a place where you would have people ranked lower than Reince Priebus challenging him publicly.
As Scaramucci did.
Exactly. where you would have people who reported directly to the president, who would go around the chief of staff. You know, Reince Priebus never really had a full, complete picture of everything that the president was up to, everything that the president was thinking, everyone that the president was meeting with. So it remains to be seen, can Kelly take control of this, not just of everyone working in the West Wing, but of the president?
All right, well, what is his first order of business as chief of staff?
Well, I mean, one thing that's already kind of started is figuring out who reports to who, how this White House is going to operate with him in control. And we're waiting to see Anthony Scaramucci, the new communications director, was supposed to report all the way up to Donald Trump. Is that still going to be the setup? The president's son-in-law and daughter, Ivanka, have played kind of outsized roles in the West Wing because they're family on top of being senior advisors. Are they still going to slip into the Oval Office when they have something to say, or are they going to work through Kelly? So Kelly's first order of business is just kind of making this West Wing his own, putting his own staff into positions, and just telling people how it's going to be.
Yeah, it's a tall order given how big some of these personalities are when we talk about guys like Steve Bannon and Scaramucci and Kushner. Of course, these changes all come on the heels of that major legislative failure, the GOP's attempt to end Obamacare didn't work. What kind of reaction is this appointment getting among Republicans on Capitol Hill, just fresh off of those losses?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of widespread respect for General Kelly. He's someone who is very respected in his role in the military when he was at DHS. He is someone who is admired and respected. With that said, Reince Priebus was a party guy. He was the former leader of the GOP. He was the strongest connection between the White House and Republicans on the Hill. He's been run out of that White House, as have a lot of his close associates, like Sean Spicer. So the message that a lot of Republicans are getting is just kind of, you know, what sort of role are we going to have with this White House? Is this still a White House that wants to work with establishment Republicans to get stuff done?
That's a great point. We've been talking already about one of the fiery personalities, the new White House communications director, Anthony Scaramucci, who is so different in many ways than Kelly, really freewheeling instead of the disciplined commander of Southern Command. Which approach would you expect to dominate in this White House, or is there a potential for yet another power struggle?
Well, we could be seeing the opening credits for the next chapter in what often feels like a reality television show. Yeah. The president, just like when he was in business, he liked having those below him compete for his affection, compete for his loyalty. He likes having tension within his own staff. And we've seen that before, where you had kind of the establishment Republicans like Reince Priebus versus the outsiders like Stephen Bannon, Stephen Miller, Kellyanne Conway. What sort of dynamic are we going to have now? I mean, are people going to willingly fall in line behind Kelly, or are they going to continue doing what they think is best? And again, at the end of the day, a lot of these people are competing for the president's ear, for access to him, for his approval. And so really it comes down to, is he going to allow this reality show to enter a new season with a new cast, or is he going to say, you know what, enough is enough. We need to all come together and work for the betterment of the country and not get pulled into all of these little turf wars.
It's like Survivor the White House. General Kelly will probably want to bring in some of his own folks, I imagine, to the West Wing. Do we expect a lot more change?
Well, we're going to have to wait and see. He obviously had a staff that was with him at DHS, people that he really trusted there. You have to think that some of those people would be following him to the West Wing. Every chief of staff usually surrounds themselves with people that they trust, people that they want there,
sure,
people that they know can get stuff done. So we have to think that there's going to be changes just on his staff alone. But again, we're going to have to wait and see. I mean, Anthony Scaramucci is a big personality who's already done things that you would think that General Kelly wouldn't exactly be happy with. Does he survive? Does he get to stay on? Are there going to be other shakeups? Is Scaramucci going to get to continue to fire his way through the communications department, or is that little firing spree going to stop now that Kelly is in office?
Yeah.
Again, we have to watch and see.
Yeah, we haven't even brought up Jeff Sessions today. Jenna Johnson, thank you so much.
Thank you.